Islam. We see Islam going into Asia, into India. We see Islam going into Europe. We see Islam going into Africa. Why is that? Why is it that we see people, when they hear about Islam is coming even to Europe, maybe this is the one who prophesied. But when it gets closer and they see the killings and they see the raids,
ask me the question.
He is a bloodthirsty man. Why is that? Why don't we get the same experience when Jesus walked the earth? People didn't go around saying he's a murderer, he's bloodthirsty, he just wants to raid. Why is there such a difference between early Islam and early Christianity?
So Jesus didn't murder anyone. Jesus didn't kill anybody. Jesus didn't even have anybody killed, right?
No, his disciples, when they went out, they didn't go and raid Europe. They didn't go and raid Africa. They didn't go and raid India. They went out and they preached the gospel. That man who died has risen. Everybody saw was risen.
So Sarah, in Luke 19:47, it says that Jesus said, take this man before me and kill him. Now that is a parable about the last times, isn't it? You need to go to verse 11 to see that this is about a story about what's going to happen at the last time.
Well, it's interesting. We see that Jesus is not just a prophet. He is king.
He's king.
He is priest.
He's priest.
He is almighty
He is almighty God.
And he's our creator.
He is our creator.
He has the right at the end of time when he judges everyone, then he has the right to judge.
So he didn't lift a finger against anybody. What about in the temple when he was overturning the tables? Was he not also whipping the people there? In John 20, it says he whipped the animal. So how did he drive out the money changers? With the authority of his voice.
The thing about Jesus is he carried authority because he was God.
He was God.
He was the Word of God. He was God. Always has been. Always will be.
What about Matthew 10, where it says, I am not come to bring peace, I have come to bring the sword. That's a hard one to do. He's come to bring the sword. How are you going to help me with that one?
When Jesus was arrested, soldiers came to bring the sword upon him.
Oh!
Upon him.
Read the next verse. I have come to set father against son, mother against daughter. So the sword is going to be used against us. He's come to bring the sword against us.
Well, you see, with his disciples, Jesus' disciples, most of them, the 12 disciples, were killed on the basis of their trust in Jesus, on the basis of their testimony that he died and he rose again. You wouldn't think that would, be an authoritative or a narrative.
Who would follow someone that dies?
Well, this is it.
But they rose again.
You wouldn't think that was offensive.
That's why they
You wouldn't think it's offensive.
No, once he's dead,
go around saying Jesus who died has risen. You wouldn't think that's offensive. But they were killed for that testimony.
They died because of the fact that they saw him around
I compare that with Muhammad's companions. They didn't go out saying that there was a miracle surrounding Muhammad. They went out saying he's a prophet, and if you don't believe him, we'll make you pay the jizya or we'll kill you.
No, we didn't. That's a lie. No, it's not. It's in the Quran. That's a lie.
Surah 9:29. Surah 9, verse 29. We just read it earlier today.
Those who do not believe in the last day. So the context is they go into a town where the Jewish people are living and they decide this is going to be the rules, and they say if you don't sign up to it, then these are the consequences.
Because they wanted money.
These are the consequences. So they went. It's like somebody coming to London telling us, unless you believe that for example, the Swedish came to London and said, unless you believe that the King of Sweden or the President of Sweden is a prophet, and if you don't believe it, we are going to kill you. Yeah? Then you say, well, they
give them three choices, actually.
They give you three choices.
You can believe,
convert, believe, or pay the jizya.
Or pay the jizya tax.
Yeah.
That's in Surah 9, ayah 29.
Why is it? Surah 9:29, you should know it. You're a Muslim.
Do you know the Bible? Do you know every single verse of the Bible?
Whenever. Now let's continue on. Back to Jesus again. So Jesus does not kill. Jesus does not allow people. In fact, the one time he was defended, did he accept that defense with the sword?
He didn't accept it, Joe. He didn't accept it. And very clearly, when he died, his disciples knew exactly how he commanded them to live. They were to love one another. They ran out into the world.
Even their enemies.
They loved their enemies. They loved until it hurt themselves.
Yeah, I love Jesus.
The contrast between Islam's, Muhammad's disciples and Jesus' disciples, it's like day and night. It really is.
Isn't it great?
Really is.
Thanks so much. Jesus is the man for today, for every day, for here, for everywhere, for you, for everyone.
Yeah.
Don't you love him?
I love him.
That's why we're here every day, preaching every Sunday, preaching about him.